Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Please write it down. Next, I'd like you to do is get a tablet and a pen. I'm going to spend about 30 minutes today and tell you all the things you've been doing right and wrong. Yeah, it's going to be fun. No recording, no pictures, tablet and pen. Let's put it here. Ultimate goal. I got born in a taxi. Got to be homeless. Got to eat out of a trash can, but I got to millions and billions. I can show you how to do it too. Can you write down today's date, please? Then I want you to write down the end of the year. See, I want you to follow through. I want to show you one of the 6 mansions, one of the 3 yachts. How about the big building and a Lamborghini too? Ultimate goal, we get to play the game. They also call me the millionaire maker too. So today we can't think about procrastination. That's a killer of a dream. We got to think about time. We don't control it, but we can't waste it either. See, we never know we're going to die. Me, I found out I'm going to die in 2009. Why? Because I actually got to do it. Swine flu, pneumonia, pandemic 9, there I am. In 541, July 5th. But God let me come back to help you. Now I want you to understand what I did. July 4th, we took out the yacht. Then what's the fireworks? The next day, guess what I got to do? I got to die in a coma? Are you crazy? But again, that's what happened. So guess what I want you to do? I want you to write down Getting Past Go. I want to show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, the 6 mansions, how I reach all my goals I always have since I was about 4. So I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I just wanted to prove why men do jump and stupid people say we don't. I parked my race but in my backyard. Where you park yours? How about the helicopter? How about the largest U-dock in Huntington Harbor? Don't forget about the yachts and about the Ferraris too. Let's write down Ray's rules right now, please. Let's teach you the rules and tools how to play. You see, nobody wants to be dead in a coma, but I got to come back and help you. H1N1 pandemic number 9. Bottom line is simple. The reason people bring the pain home is the lack of knowledge, and they do it all the time after time again. Your choice today is learn the Ray's secrets, or go back to being stuck, sorry to say. Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a scam and a fraud. Not allowed to collect money up front, and you have to rebuild it. It's not broken. Well, that's the truth. It's right in front of you, too. Why don't you Google Credit Services Act, please? Get a copy of the page I just showed you, too. Next is going to tell you about the Credit Repair Organization Act, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. What are you supposed to do next? Why don't we build a relationship in the dreams? Let me give you the back on your feet, too. I'll show you the rules and tools how to play. And that way you never bring the pain home ever again, anytime, any day. But it's up to you. You see, every seminar, workshop, and boot camp you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. I've been teaching rich and famous people for 43 years. Maybe today you let me train you just a little bit. I'd like to play with you for about 90 days. Is that okay with you? I want you to learn the secrets and the rules and the tools, how to play. Now you got 4 ways to get to millionaire status. Number 1, you can inherit the money or win the lottery, get a raise. Unfortunately, most people waste that money away anyway. Let me rebuild you. I'll show you the millionaire dream. I can guarantee it too. Ultimate goal, there's only 1,000 steps you got to do. That's it. From there, let's give you the first 25 steps today. Step 1 is very simple. You go to raisecredit.com, you clickety-clack, you get your credit reports for free. And then you give me the report numbers, and that way I can tear apart your credit report. By the way, that's step number 1. Now, what I want you to do right now is pull out your Social Security card. Can you do that for me, please? It's in your personal wallet today. Remember, we got an SSN because we were told to get the job. And we got the job, and then we got our 1040 tax return. And then we have to learn to play step number 2. Remember today, read the card front and back. It'll say one thing. Do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes. It's not even yours. So remember, give me the report numbers. I can make your score go up and away to about 90 working days. All right, that's step number 3. No case goes past 180 days. Unless you messed up on you. Ultimate goal, pretty simple to do. I took a picture of Credit Karma because it's free. It shows you how I put this person 157 points in 45 days. See, I created a program called Rapid Refresh years ago. That's where it gets to block your bad credit and we get to build you up and away too. Now you got a couple ways to do this. So let's give an example. This person has a 487. They got crappy credit, no good at all. First card, I get them unsecured, so I can rebuild them. The next one's got a 586 and a bankruptcy. It's right there. They got no credit at all. But what do? Get them unsecured credit card again. See, your choice is simple today. When you rebuild your credit, you can get the book and do it yourself, CD too, or a class on Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, or we can rebuild it for you. The average cost is simple. The office is going to charge you $9.98. It's a good price, but I like to give you a discount during the webinar because it's live. Saturday, one of the classes that I do is called Education Analyzation. It's at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time too. Remember, no case past 180 days. But one of the things I always want to do with all of you is give you a $1,000 cash card. I want you to reimburse yourself. I want to take away your excuses. On top of that, I'm going to give you half price on the webinar, $4.99 if you sell it right away. Next thing is you're guaranteed a 750 score. You're also given a money back guarantee in writing. So let's talk about Zelle. Your banks and credit unions use Zelle. It's an instant transfer of money, especially since credit cards are hacked, credit bureaus and banks, and even those companies they blackmail every day. On this page today, take a picture, please. On Zelle, I am the recipient. It's Ray Reynolds. That's easy to put there. Next thing is ray@racecredit.com. You Zelle it right away, you're done. Then I call you right away too, because you Zelled it right away when I asked you to. Bank, transfer, or deposit, you can do that too. Ultimate goal, step number 4. I'd like you to get off the national mailing list. That's how you get all that junk mail. I'd like you to write down 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years. That's step number 4, by the way. Ultimate goal, plan the problem. You didn't plan the problem, so somebody knocked you down, got in your way, and took it away from you too. Probably your friend or family member, by the way. Now I need you to write down safety credit. Here's the thing that the Credit Karma and credit bureaus can't lie about, even though they all got indicted before. Okay? On the back of your cards today, you're going to put a sticky. You're going to write down the limit. What's 25? What's 29%? When you take any card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. Now I need you to write down line of defense. Your grocery stores in Wells Fargo, B of A, and Chase, they shut down locations all the time. Before pandemic too, they'd bankrupt them right from their taxes and get a tax credit. You see, when you bring the pain home, all you do is say boo-hoo-hoo. Those days are over starting today. Now again, they can't lie. 0 to 29% is in the green. 30 to 49 is in the yellow. Anything at 50 and above is in the red. You're the one who controls your credit score. You have to maintain it, what I told you to do. Put a sticky behind the card. Never bring the pain home again. By the way, you're going to learn the secrets today. That's step number 5. Ultimate goal, what happens when people lose their job, have an emergency, they all do the silly same thing to do. They run out of time. They run out of money and they jack up their credit 42 days. Ultimate goal. I'd like to repackage your house, your car, your bank account. Is that okay with you? Now, when I built credit from a cat years ago, I want to prove my point. See, cats have 9 lives, and that's it today, so will you. 8 magazine right in front of you, how to finance anything by using plastic. I'm in that issue. Understand something? We're going to use plastic to finance the business, corporate credit. Write up the interest rate, the credit card, the line of credit too. Up and away. And if a division screws up like the bank or grocery store do, you get to write that off too. You see, it's everything to gain and nothing to lose from now on for you. Let's pretend today you need $5,000 now. What are you going to do? Ask your friends, your family in the bank, they're all going to say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. If I max it out today to solve a problem, it's $50 a month. So what the average person wastes in a given day, they could have maintained a safety credit card too. They also say you waste $140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. That's a $50,000 credit card, like the one in my hand. If I max out one of these today, the payment is $612.26. I would have took that $50,000 and bought 2 pizza restaurants. Stop wasting money. Never bring the pain home. And please start using the right money in the first place. That's step number 6. Ultimate goal is easy to do. Reaching your goals, believe in yourself. Me, I believe in God. I believe in me. When I broke that world record just to prove the point that white dudes jump, and people say we don't, I wanted to prove those dummies were wrong. Remember, if someone tells you to do this or that, or tells you can't do it, just remember God gave you a gift and a dream. It's see it, believe it, go get it. So today, let's go back to our time when we got your SSN. We were told to get an SSN to get a job. All right, so we got the job, we got the SSN, and we're planning our big paycheck that week. All right, all of a sudden we planned the bills too, but the problem we forgot, the check came in this much. Because we forgot, IRS public record, they get their cut before you get the leftover. And that created your 1040 tax return. And when you die, it's called probate too. You don't always have to be a quack, 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 and a duck. Now the other thing you got to realize too, we got an SSN because we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. Please write down and raise rules again. This time I want you to write down $100,000. I want you to use only 29%. I want you to have $71,000 of safety credit in case blank hits the fan, lost your job, or you get a pandemic for 19 months too. But when you take the money and credit from your family, you roll the dice. I'm sorry to say that all it does is bring the pain home. From now on, we're never going to bring the pain home again. You're going to quit being silly like that and using the wrong money in the first place. We're going to learn how to play. We're going to write down raise rules again, and that's step number 7 for you. Ultimate goal, we all have a sad story to tell. I've been in 2 comas. One I was paralyzed, one I got to die. But God, let me come back and help you. H1N1 pandemic 9. So remember, I'm from Show Me State. There's one of the yachts, one of the race boats, and the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor with my name all over it too. There's the address. This picture here, I was dead. They asked my wife if I'm a donor. Luckily, God gave me a choice to go back. So I got to come back and even help you. Bottom line is, for 5 weeks I walked around with an oxygen tank. I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped another $1 million card again, up to $1 million. Please tell me how you're going to go get this. How are you going to finally, at your age, whatever that might be, go get the American dream? You spent thousands on crap didn't work. You got 4 ways today. You can win the lottery, you can inherit the money or get a raise, or you can let me rebuild you. I think my way's a little faster too. But again, that's up to you. You're going to have to understand what 5 closet divisions are. Write it down. 5 closet divisions. So you understand, you can fight through the pain and pull out another closet division. Rich and famous people do it every day. Grocers and banks do it too. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. You should have mastered Ray's secrets, by the way. Ultimate goal, God's the laser, never God's denials. So we have the ability to play the game and win. And if I wrote you a check today for $1 million, what would you do with the check? If you put it in your personal account, you keep $375, the rest goes into tax, and you pay tax on the interest you earn too. Now, if you put it in a corporation, that's good. You don't pay any tax right away. You get to pay all the bills first and pay tax if there's any left over. This allows you to get the pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance policy too. See, we're only given one SSN. That's all we're allowed. An SS4 is an opportunity to try again and again and again. Ultimate goal. But if you basically are going to win the battle and you spend all the money and you learn Ray's secrets, you're going to be broke again, step number 8. The bottom line is simple. You can learn to leverage it times 5, tax-free, and never run out of money ever again in your life too. That's why rich and famous people do every day. So the ultimate goal is simple. So let's understand something like Mary here. Mary's great, Fortune 500 company, making $250,000 a year, Ivy League, all that good stuff too. She hires an attorney and a CPA to help her start her business. Problem is, she used $98,000 on her personal credit. Took her 810 to 591. Took a nosedive. She said, "What happened, Ray?" "Well, you should have been a qualified CFO and not hurt your personal credit the way you did." "But I hired a CPA and attorney." Well, what can I say? Ultimate goal, banks and grocery stores know how to play. Sam's Club too. They got a bad location. You know what they do? They bankrupt right off of their taxes because they're using branch numbers, tax ID, and subsidiaries. They're even given a tax credit. So today, I'd like you to learn what I did in '86 called divisions and tax IDs. Eventually, they become subsidiaries too. Ultimate goal, step number 9. So remember today, when you heard the word bankruptcy for cities in the past, you heard it, but me, I was at the bankruptcy court the next day. I want to know how they did that too. I was there for about 90 days. I wanted to get all copies I could. See, the United States of America Incorporated set up 50 corporations called states. States set up corporations called cities. They're doing the line of defense right in front of you. Now, they planned the problem. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy too. When you have a bad day, that doesn't mean you bring the pain home. You got to learn how to play. As an example, bankruptcy '97 was Apple Computer. They're out of business. Luckily, Mr. Bill Gates, who even got indicted 4 times by our government, wrote a check for $150 million. Not only did he save their assets, now there were trillions of dollars and they paid no tax at all. So you got to learn how to play the game. I told you, get out your SSN. I told you to read it too. That got our first job. Now I want you to write down SS4. We are only entitled to one SSN. An SS4 is a corporation, division, subsidiary, more. Ultimate goal, we get to play. Now I need you to write down the word bankruptcy right now. I want you to Google it. Now I don't have any intent to do fraud, neither do I. I have the intent to protect my family too. But when you Google bankruptcy today, it says SSN. We only get one of these. But SS4 corporation, division, subsidiary, more, that's the opportunity to try to learn and win too. Ultimate goal, step number 10. So the bottom line for you and me is simple. SSN equals a 1040, tax, probate. SS4 equals 1120. It says banking and credit purposes in front of you. IRS public record. You get to decide what you want to do for you. You can always be a duck if you want to be a quack, or you can learn to play. That way you never bring the pain home ever again. So remember, we're entitled to one SSN. We're all a bunch of ducks, but we're entitled to an SS4, corporation, division, subsidiary, more. We can try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. Winning the battle. Now, 4 ways to do it again. Lotto, inherit the money, get a raise. Or you can let me rebuild you if you allow me to. That's half the fun, by the way. So today, all right, understand what I heard when I was 7.5 years old. I listened to the poker game of that house that used and abused me too. They didn't give a damn. But they did say a corporation's a legal person one night at the poker game. You see, it's Chapter 18. It's not legal advice. It's right in front of you. A corporation's a legal person. I went to the library the next day next to the Torrance Police Department. I asked the lady a question. What does this mean? All I got is it's a microfiche here book. So I took her microfiche in her book and I read the book. And I got pissed off. I was looking for a blueprint, instruction manual. It didn't exist until I created it for you. So understand, I went back to the library almost every day till I was 9.5. Sent away a little money order too. Came back, Helping Hand Industries went nationwide, worldwide too. 100,000 in the mail got named in the movie Dave. If you do the corporation thing, be careful. Someone's always going to ask you if you're a member of the BBB. Understand? I always ask that person, have you ever Googled BBB got busted? Why would I do that? Because you're asking me if I'm a member of a fraud organization. You got 10 million companies who will not pay their $615 to get an A rating. That's all it costs. And sometimes they have a blue light special. Remember, they were indicted. They're crooks. Remember, courts told them to get the hell out of the city. Look up 2020 and CNN. They tell you the truth. It will set you free. All right, rich and famous people, profit and nonprofit corporations, 2019 of them too. Ultimate goal, helping rich and famous people learn how to play. You can learn the race secrets today too. Ultimate goal, I created a program for people coming out of prison. Freeway Ricky Ross came out for 20 years, rebuilt his credit. I got him a gold and a platinum card, paid over time up to $1 million. Would you like 1 or 2? Ultimate goal is pretty simple to do. Thomas is in prison for 26 years. What happened next? I rebuilt his credit. Now he's in the dump truck business doing millions of dollars a year. Remember, beat your doubt, run your race. This is step number 11 for you. Ultimate goal, getting past go. Showing you God's gift. I park my race boats and my yachts in my backyard. Where you park yours? They got my name on it too. Ultimate goal, helicopter, building, Lamborghini too. See, your choice is simple. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business 40 years ago, all right, at the Bonavitcher every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for 32 years. Today, if you want the secrets and rules and tools, it's called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. You can basically get it for $9.99 at the office. The webinar price today is $299 for the Millionaire's Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs. All you have to do is Zelle during the webinar. If you don't, they're going to charge you the $9.98. So do it now. Now remember today, I'd like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or a mailing address. I want you to protect your ass. It's Ray's rules, never bring the pain home again. Look up the Driver's Privacy Protection Act. Your choice is up to you. Step number 12. Ultimate goal, divisions were created for one reason. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate separate pieces. All right, liability, multiple functions. And every division is a legal person under a corporation too. It's public record. So every card I get up to $1 million or more, I can get you 9 sister cards too if you want. But again, the ultimate goal is up to you. See, the divisions are the chance or the ducks. If we put property in each one, we can put a franchise, we can do what we want. If one screwed up, just like the bank does, or grocery store, they get rid of the bad piece, they keep the good pieces. It's all you got to do. Every one of you can become the bank, buckets of money and tax balancing. I wrote books on that too. Ultimate goal, your car today. I told you I'd repackage your whole life. You went to the dealership, you let them sweat you for hours on end. You lost $5,000 up to 9 inquiries. They handed you the piece of paper, said, would you feel it out? And you did. You go, bam, a sheep. You have to stop that. Raise rules. Next to your signature, you put down allows 1 inquiry. From now on, you take a picture. Step number 13. Ultimate goal. Every car, fleet, price, tax ID, division. Why? It didn't show up on personal credit report. And on top of that, it's a corporate write-off. Completely. Learning Ray's secrets today. You got a repossession, you're probably going to get a 1099-C from the IRS too. Understand, your car, when you drive it today, fortunately you're the registered owner. So I would like you, please, to make the division the registered owner, so that when they sue you at the end of the day, let's get them diddly squat. Is that okay with you? I'd like to protect yourself. Step 14. Ultimate goal, when I had my 17 houses at 19, I couldn't get number 18, loan to value problem. The moment I transferred to my divisions, I freed up my credit report and I separated liability. By the way, your paycheck should be your break even. Corporations never pay tax, so they make a profit. Bottom line is Amazon, 10 billion trillion, they pay no tax, but you do, because you don't know how to play. And don't say loophole, because they're just doing what they're allowed to do. Remember, they pay property tax, gallon of gas too. And 3 of them have so much damn money, they got their own spaceship. Whee! Which one do you want to go on first? See, this is easy to do. Remember, they're doing exactly what the Internal Revenue Service allows them to do. Incorporated. They don't pay tax, so they make a profit. They'll never make a profit, don't you get it? Dead all says taxes. You can complain or you can join the club and learn Ray's secrets too. But again, it's up to you. He's got his own island. He writes that off, and he rents it out too. He's got his own spaceship as well. I think he's having fun. What do you think? But again, you can learn that Carl, $1.2 billion in the bank, he leverages the money on the corporation, so he pays no tax. And it grows up and away. See, your goal today is to understand, even if you put the money in the corporation, if you don't basically leverage it by 5, tax-free, to never run out of money, you're going to spend it and be broke again too. Your choice is up to you. Saturday, I got 7 classes live from 7 a.m. to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Ultimate goal is going to be up to you, learning race secrets too. Remember, if all you want from me is basically a 750 score, okay, I'll do that for you. I'll even guarantee it, basically money back guarantee too. So the bottom line is usually 45 working days to make the score go up, and away. I'm going to tell you 90 working days. So what's going to happen is we tear it apart. Ultimate goal is $9.98. That's what the office charges, but I give you a discount on the webinar. You can go to the class on Saturday if you want to, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Education Analyzation. Now, it never goes past 180 unless you messed up on your side on you. Remember, I'm going to give you a $1,000 cash card. Reimburse yourself. On top of that, discount is $4.99, half price, and you get double your money back to you. And you're guaranteed a 750 credit score. Alright, and that's step 15. As long as you sell it during the webinar. Ultimate goal is easy to you. Now, every Wednesday at 10 a.m., like I did this morning, on Saturday, same time too, I do a setup class for corporation. What type, what kind of name it, what venue to, and level 1, how to set up your division step by step and buy at wholesale price. Remember, that's Wednesday or Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go there for 30 days, learn what I'm going to do for you, put it up here. Ultimate goal is having fun, learning more race secrets too. Now, if you have a corporation, I'll build that one. If not, I'll give you the starter package for beginners. Rebuild the credit, wrap or rescore, articles, oscillators, tax ID, set up in level 1 class for 30 days. But I want to give you $10,000 of cash credit. The office sells it for about $2,000. The discount on the webinar is half price, $9.99, and $10,000 credit back to you, 10 times more you ever invested in yourself. Now, if you want $25,000, then you go to Millionaires in the Making. You get $25,000 of credit. Office sells at about $5,000. I discount half price at $2,499 during the webinar, and all you do is sell right away. Then you're stuck with me because I'm going to call you too, personally. But the bottom line is run your life through a corporation or in conjunction. By the way, that is step number 16, but you got to do what you want. Next, well, think about it. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, the bottom line is DEDOS says taxes on a corporation. Vroom, vroom. Today you get a paycheck. Well, goody for you. It's taxed. You get the leftover. You pay the payment, gas, registration, insurance. You never had to do that in the first place, by the way. You could be driving a company car. But that's up to you too, number 17. Today, get an SS4 form, please. It'll equal 1120. Line 10 there says banking and credit purposes anyway. And then you have to remember it's the IRS public record. Number 18, irs.gov. Download a form called SS4. And find out I'm factually verifiable too. Do yourself a favor. I don't think you should always be a duck. But that's up to you. When they sue you, you're going to have to duck. Now, so let's understand something. I love the United States of America. But every game I play with, I master the rules and tools, and I'm going to win. So the United States of America Incorporated set up 50 corporations called states. The state set up corporations called cities. So this is the line of defense right in front of you. And they planned the problem, like I told you to. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy, just in case blank hit the fan. They can bankrupt the debts of a city and stay in business today. See, you are we the people. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they've been printing money 24/7. So remember, every hospital is federally mandated since then. The mama must sign an SSN form for the baby. Alright? If not, mama can't bring the baby out of the hospital. Baby can't go in the stroller, the car seat can't go home. It's just the truth. That's their rules. So we got to play by the rules and tools too. Remember today, websites, you don't have to guarantee. I'm sorry, that's blah, blah, blah. You have to be a qualified CFO to get cash credit cards, lines of credit cash, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. You've got to be that CFO I'm going to make you be. Now, if you're looking at trade lines, please don't look at those. Unless you want to meet a visit in prison, it's up to you. Corporate credit, write off the interest rate, the credit card line of credit. All right, and if you just a division got screwed, you can write that off too, like the bank and grocery store do. So everything to gain and nothing to lose. All you had to do is let me make you the qualified CFO you need to be. Ultimate goal, winning the battle, learning Ray's secrets. Kind of fun. Now, when you bought your house, you did my way, right? Ray's rules, escrow closed, homestead put it in trust, or you didn't do that? So when they sue you, they take it away? And basically what happens in probate, your family got diddly squat because you're not paying attention today. When you fix up a property, you hire that contractor and they hire the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers, but if they cut corners and slip and fall, they'll sue you. They're going to take everything you got. Why did you think about quit claim deeding properties to divisions for the fun of it? Assignment of equity. Why don't we see if we can give them diddly squat at the end of the day? Why not? Irrevocable trust, that's what I like, but you pick what you want. Ultimate goal, step number 19. So today, if you're playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess, you may want to knock it off, because corporations don't pay tax until they make a profit anyway. If you messed up, go to irs.gov, download the form 656 433 A and B. Get all that free money. They're printing it 24/7 and giving it away like popcorn. Get your butt back in the system today, step number 20. Next thing is, when you fix up a property, don't use your money. You should set up divisions to save up to 70% of open account from the manufacturer. You don't have to pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. Escrow closes, pays off the debt. Now you get up to $200,000 left over. Now, if you're a guy, don't piss it away like you normally do and be broke the next day. Learn Ray's rules, leveraging money, borrow money's not taxable, and set up your line of defense. This is step 21, called blackjack. So today, it's like this. Here's my office just before I died in a coma in 2009. It was only 22,000 square feet, Irvine Spectrum. The bank would be there all the time going, Banks love to kiss your assets when you got money. You don't have a pot, you know what, and they don't know your name. Learn the secrets, please. Remember, banks borrow times 10 up to times 10 from the Fed, loan back 5 to you. That money out of that escrow, all right, if you would have leveraged it and did exactly what I told you to do, that would have became $3 million, up to $3 million of borrowed money, tax-free. You would have bought a McDonald's free and have fun too, but that's up to you. You see, you get to play. But if you waste all that money and don't times it by 5, tax-free, and never run out of money again in my system, then you're going to be broke. Well, that's up to you. So your divisions should be the ducks. The corporation should be a management company. So if rich and famous people, they never bring the pain in them like grocery stores and banks do. Why don't you write down the 3-step? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If a division got screwed up, I might have to bankrupt a bad piece, keep the other pieces, but I'm not bringing the pain in them like you. Why would I do that? By the way, as of today, neither will you. Let me repackage you with divisions and tax IDs. Eventually they become subsidiaries too. Step 22. Ultimate goal, what are you willing to lose? Have you brought the pain on? Sue the corp to sue you? Division? I want world peace. I got no intent to do fraud, neither do you. But you do have the intent to protect your family, do you not? See, if we've got to play a game, you're going to lose a piece or two. Please remember, winners always get checkmate. So your goal is learning the secrets how to play the game too, step 23. So today, here's a Lamborghini in a building saying to Reynolds University. Reach the dream, think and be the impossible. Why not? I've done it all my life. It's called Ray's Rules. I make millionaires. All right, I made one this morning. It was kind of fun. But again, you have to learn the secrets, so if you want to be next. So the next thing is the 14th Amendment, turn corporations into people. So we got the United States of America Incorporated. All right, they set up 50 states called corporations and cities called corporations too. And they're doing the line of defense right in front of you, and you're letting the line pass you by because you haven't set up your line of defense for you? Oh, well, you ought to be thinking about winning the battle and learning the secrets even today and even more. But what can I say? Never have joint credit. You buy a house, escrow closed, homestead, put it in trust, Raise Rules. Corporations should always have millions of dollars of credit. Can you imagine? This is free damn money. Corporate credit is free, right off the interest rate, the credit card, and even the down payment, the payment too. All you got to do is maintain a little payment. It's not even your damn money. What do you got to lose now? All right, the reality is you got to play. divisions for every piece of property, franchise, current business. You got to set that line of defense and have Ray's rules. The ultimate goal, how to play the game. That's step 24, by the way. So today, if all you want is your credit to a 750, the office is $9.98. Call them. If not, I'll discount half price. 1 o'clock class on Saturday, education analyzation. No case past 180 unless you messed up on you more. So remember today, $1,000 cash card will go back to you. And half price is $4.99. And you're guaranteed a 750 score. And all you got to do is sell it during the webinar. Ray Reynolds recipient, RayRaceCredit.com. Simple to do. Now, if you want a starter package for the millionaire, got to rebuild your credit, wrap a rescore, got to make you a qualified CFO. Articles, also as tax ID. Set up level 1 in division 2. And we got to have fun for at least 30 days. But I want to give you $10,000 of credit. The office sells it for about $2,000. I give you a half price of $9.99. So you get 10 times money back to you? Take away that was an excuse, did I not? How about $25,000? Millionaires in the making. Same goodies. But again, you get 10 times back money to you with the discounted price I give you today. They charge $5,000 in the office. Webinar price, $2,499 to you. And 10 times the money back to you anyway. All you have to do is sell it. Bank transfer deposit, simple to do. So let's remember today, it's pretty simple to do. All right, we have to do our best. All right, stay safe, stay strong, and let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, all we got to do is step 25, learning the secrets, and use Zelle to me now, or bank transfer deposit. Or you can call the office, all right, at 800-510-3338. That's 800-510-3338. We got to do our best all day. Let God do the rest. And remember, at the end of the day, God loves us all.